to abortion rights, issuing a stay to continue the use of the controversial abortion pill mifepristone until at least tomorrow, with a number of options on the table.
One, they could deny the government's request to stay those restrictions on mifepristone, limiting access to the drug in broad swaths of the country, even in places where abortion is legal. Or they could stay those lower court restrictions for the duration of this legal battle.
ABC's Devin Dwyer, new allegations involving President Biden's son Hunter. A career IRS investigator claims the Biden administration is mishandling and interfering with Hunter Biden's tax crimes probe. His lawyer says his client wants his whistleblower protections to be put in place in order to testify before Congress. More wrong shootings across the country. In Elgin, Texas, near Austin, a star high school cheerleader shot after a friend tried to get into the wrong car at a supermarket and a gunman opened fire. 18-year-old Peyton Washington hit in the leg and in the back.
The suspect, who police say has previous law enforcement encounters, is in custody. Washington's father had this message to him, saying, "You watched her walk up to your door on accident. It's a girl in a cheer outfit."
ABC's Andrew Dimbert. That shooting follows one in Kansas City where a 16-year-old boy was shot in the head by a homeowner when he accidentally knocked on the wrong door. Another wrong shooting in upstate New York. A 20-year-old woman killed when a car she was in accidentally pulled into the wrong driveway. And one more shooting in North Carolina. A 6-year-old, her parents, and a neighbor shot after a basketball rolls into a man's yard. Police still searching for him. You're listening to ABC News.
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack, so they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of needles. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/FREE. ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
A body found in the rubble of that parking garage collapse in New York City. The garage's manager believed to be the only fatality. Meantime, crews are still recovering cars.
New video from inside that New York City parking garage capturing the thunderous moment it collapsed. The 3-story structure pancaking, cars piled on top of each other, killing one person, injuring 7 others. Sources say the building manager was killed. Neighbors tell us he was about to leave when the building collapsed.
ABC's Trevor Ault. Investigators are looking at the sheer weight of the cars on the top floor, about 50 of them when the century-old building gave way. Florida's Board of Education expanding the law critics have dubbed Don't Say Gay. The state now banning instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity in all grades. The law originally put limits on what teachers could talk about with younger kids. And some high hopes for SpaceX this morning.
SpaceX is trying for a second time to launch the largest rocket ever made after Monday's planned test was scrapped. The 400-foot-tall Starship will launch from Texas. And if you're wondering why today's date is significant, SpaceX founder Elon Musk is said to be fond of 420, numbers associated with cannabis, which happens to be today's date. Some consider it a holiday. He also set 420 as the date to remove the legacy blue checks from Twitter. Lionel Moyes, ABC News.
This is ABC News.
I'm Howard Mackler, founder of Innovation Refunds. You've heard me talking about the payroll tax refund for months. If you own a business, even if you've asked your CPA about this, you owe it to yourself to take another look. We provide a licensed and insured tax attorney who evaluates your company at my expense to determine eligibility. Businesses of all types can qualify, so go to getrefunds.com to potentially get a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Download the Innovation Refunds app or go to getrefunds.com, getrefunds.com.
I'm Derek Dennis, ABC News.
Does that old tractor or lawnmower have more electrical tape or duct tape holding it together than you want to admit? Well, maybe it's time to see Phil Sheehan and his staff at NC Tractor for a new Massey Ferguson tractor or mower. Massey Ferguson is a company that's been around for over 175 years. That says a lot about a company. And paired with Phil Sheehan, who's been in business for over 25 years, that says a lot about Phil and his staff. Knowledgeable about their product, and they stand behind every sale. Massey Ferguson is the last tractor you'll ever need. NC Tractor, a dependable and reliable company that'll be there after the sale. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue in Rutherford.
You're listening to WCAB. I'm Kevin Pleasant here in the Blue Room taking a look at your weather forecast. You can expect today to be mostly sunshine, highs around 85. Could have some winds up to 10 miles per hour and 3% chance of precipitation. And then overnight tonight, mainly clear early, then a few clouds later on. Lows should get down to around 53 with a 3% chance of precipitation overnight. This has been your weather forecast. Keep it tuned in to 100.9 FM. 590 AM WCAB, Rutherford.
Welcome to All Things Rutherford, here on 100.9 FM, 590 AM WCAB, Rutherford. Now here's your host, Todd and Tracy.
Oh, Tracy, some of the things that we talk about.
We can have some fun
Tracy
here.
said she didn't know anybody that held tractors and stuff together with electrical tape. And I'm like, you don't know me very well. I'd like to say hello to all our viewing audience this morning on YouTube. Listening to us live, WCAB59.com. You can click the listen live button and you can catch us over on the YouTube. You can also go check us out on our Facebook page, WCAB AM 590. Are we going to get a Twitter page and a TikTok page and all that good stuff going?
Who knows? Who knows what the future holds?
Never know. We might do that. Good morning. Hope you're having a great Thursday morning. 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. 51 degrees outside under clear skies, and it is shaping up to be an absolutely beautiful day. And of course, Saturday, gonna rain.
Oh.
Wouldn't you know it?
Yes, of
Weekends,
course.
it's gotta rain.
Everybody works for the weekend, and you get there, and it's
raining. You can't do anything. So anyway.
Well, I guess we need rain too. I'm gonna be positive.
That's right. Gonna get through our death announcement this morning. Charles Wendell Brooks, age 80, passed away April the 13th. Memorial services will be held at a later date. Crow's Mortuary Crematory Services serving the family of Charles Wendell Brooks. Louise Wisnett Selvey, age 84, of Forest City, passed away April the 16th. Crow's Mortuary is in charge of the arrangements for Louise Wisnett Selvey. Joseph Galla, age 95, of Knoxville, Tennessee, passed away Friday. Graveside services will be held 2 p.m. Sunday. McMahon's Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements for Joseph Galla. Craig Allen Martin passed away April the 14th. Crow's Mortuary Crematory Services serving the family of Craig Allen Martin. Vicki Hopper Martin, age 69, of Rutherford, passed away Sunday, April the 16th. Funeral services will be held Friday at 3 p.m. Crow's Mortuary Crematory Services serving the family of Vicki Hopper Martin. Brenda Sue Boyder, age 77, passed away Sunday, April the 2nd. Memorial services will be held Monday. Pageant King Mortuary is in charge of the arrangements for Brenda Sue Boyder. Richard Arthur Dick McCallum passed away Friday, April the 7th. Memorial services will be held tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. for Richard Arthur Dick McCallum. Sheila Marie Scroggs, age 66, of Forest City, passed away Monday. Funeral services will be held Friday, April the 21st. Eggers Funeral Home of Cliffside, serving the family of Sheila Marie Scroggs. George W. Black, age 69, passed away Tuesday. Services will be held Friday at 6 p.m. Harrelson Funeral Home, serving the family of George Black. Hayden Young Hudlow, age 88, passed away at his home. All services will be private. Crow's Mortuary, serving the family of Hayden Hudlow. That's all we have time for right now. Here's the Bill O'Reilly Report.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first. Hey, DirecTV viewers, Bill O'Reilly here, inviting you to watch the No Spin News on the First TV every night, 8 p.m. Eastern. The 2024 election coming up fast. Pundits parade from channel to channel, pushing nothing but speculation and their own partisan agenda. All that stops now with me, Bill O'Reilly, on the First TV. So please join me every night, 8 p.m. for the No Spin News on the First TV, DirecTV channel 347. On this Thursday, big energy in liberal media corridors as Fox News is punished for foolish coverage of the 2020 election. As you may know, FNC will pay almost $800 million to the Dominion Voting Machine Company and has admitted some of its programs misled viewers, and some Fox personnel knew that was happening in real time. Because FNC will not be completely destroyed, however, the usual far-left loons are disappointed. Wounded is not enough. They want death to the conservative infidels. Going forward, Fox News faces a similar lawsuit from the Smartmatic company and perhaps thousands of other lawsuits from Fox shareholders. So this is a certified disaster. And this is what happens when money becomes more important than honest information. Since I left FNC, the template has changed from fair and balanced to tell the audience what it wants to hear. And millions of Trump voters to this day want to believe the 2020 election was rigged. That opinion can certainly be presented if you provide a counter opinion, equal time. However, once the facts begin to overwhelm any point of view, a news agency has an obligation to say that. On BillO'Reilly.com, I examined all the fraud charges and concluded that no federal court would accept the cheating allegations. Therefore, the election was not going to be refuted. When I said that, I lost 1,000 premium members. So be it. Now this. If you are a timeshare owner, you're probably upset that your yearly dues continue to increase. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and done in a specific time frame. They're the only company you can trust, having helped more than 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out. So please call Lone Star Transfer 855-551-7066 or visit LoneStarTransfer.com. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
As a young girl, Phoebe Ann Moses had a natural skill with a rifle. She not only provided meat for her family, she harvested enough to sell it to stores. As a 15-year-old, she defeated a traveling sharpshooter by the name of Frank Butler. Frank was so smitten with her that later they got married. When Frank's partner became ill, Phoebe Ann took his place and became Annie Oakley. On April 17, 1885, Frank and Annie happened to be performing in New Orleans at the same time as Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. Seizing the opportunity, Frank and Annie asked Buffalo Bill for a job. Buffalo Bill said that he had plenty of sharpshooters, so Frank offered to work for free. In Louisville, Kentucky, Annie Oakley got her first chance to perform. The crowd of 17,000 fell in love with her. Dressed in cowboy boots and a wide-brimmed hat, within a short time, Annie Oakley became the star of the show and traveled with Buffalo Bill for 17 years. Annie never signed a contract with Buffalo Bill, saying his words were more than most contracts. Buffalo Bill called her Little Missy. Sitting Bull called her Little Sure Shot. Her husband, Frank Butler, was known as Mr. Annie Oakley. At the age of 41, Buffalo Bill's train crashed, seriously hurting Annie. Because of ongoing back problems, she stopped traveling and began performing on the stage and teaching shooting skills. After an automobile accident, she retired from the spotlight, and in 1926 she died. Devastated, her loving husband passed away 3 weeks later. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
"15 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Thursday morning." It's Thursday, folks. It's only one more day of the weekend. We got to get through tomorrow, and we'll be good to go.
Yes.
And we're going to get rain all day Saturday. So
One more day. Well, as long as it's Saturday, I don't guess it really matters, does it?
Right. Officer Chapman with us here from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
Doing wonderful. What's on the report for us this morning?
In the last 24 hours, Sheriff's Office responded to 151 calls for service, 13 arrests, and 196 total incarcerated in the jail. As far as arrest reports go, we had a Lucas Rodriguez of Hill Street in Mooresboro arrested on failure to appear on misdemeanor. He received a $500 secured bond. I have a Joshua Trout of Main Street, Riverton, arrested for simulation of court process and received a $400 secured bond. Had a Jonathan Ford of Kendrick Farm Lane in Riverton, arrested on 2 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor. He received a $700 secured bond. That's all we have as far as arrest reports go. As far as incident, we have a Tanya Green of Phillips Drive, Forest City, reported a break and enter into a motor vehicle and larceny of a firearm from the vehicle. And that's all we have for today.
Officer Chapman, have a great day, and you keep Officer Sergeant King in line there. Well, that's yeah. Just do your best with him, okay?
Thank you, sir. You have a good day as well.
See you. Bye-bye. Officer Chapman with that report from 911 Communications Center. Officer Sergeant King floating around in the background there. It sounded a lot like Officer King when
He's doing some training, isn't he?
picked up the phone. 17 minutes after 7 o'clock, 52 degrees outside, and we're going to keep moving around the county on our call-around report.
The Atlanta Braves are back, and this 2023 team is ready for another epic season.
1-1 pitch. Here's a deep drive to left center field. This thing is clear for takeoff. Back-to-back home runs, Ozuna and Riley.
Tomorrow night, be here for a huge matchup from Truist Park as the Braves face off with the defending world champion Houston Astros. Braves Radio goes on the air at 6:05 Eastern, 5:05 Central on the Braves Radio Network.
17 minutes after 7 o'clock, Melissa with us on the phone from 911 Communications. Melissa, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. What do you have on the report for us?
In the past 24 hours, the Rutherford County 911 Communications has processed a total of 306 911 and administrative calls. These consisted of 36 for emergency medical services, 151 for the Sheriff's Office, 64 for the town of Forest City, 3 for Lake Lure, 21 for Rutherfordton, and 30 for Spindale. Under the fire calls, the Cliffside Fire Department responded to a vehicle fire. They were assisted by Sandy Mush, and Lake Lure responded to a fire alarm. That's all.
Thanks so much for that report. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, listen, with the report from 911 Communications Center on this Thursday morning. It is 18 minutes after 7 o'clock. Atlanta Braves baseball coming up. No, Braves are off today. They played their last game against the Padres yesterday afternoon. They did lose that affair 1-0. Oh, Monday weren't able to have the games because we were off the air, but Braves were winners in that 2-0, and the Braves also won on Tuesday 8-1. So they only lost 1 to the Padres. So, yep, we'll just see how that goes. Braves will be back in action tomorrow night, 6:05 airtime, 7:20 first pitch. That'll be the first game of the 3-game series with the Houston Astros. Braves back in action tomorrow night.
To win in sports, you must adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Why not let Andrew Tisdale help you create a game plan for financial success? Call 828-287-9197 and get started today. That's Andrew Tisdale, 828-287-9197.
Coming up on 20 minutes after 7 o'clock, Ruby Taylor with us from the SDO Fire District. Ruby, good morning.
Morning.
What do you have for us this morning?
Fire department didn't have any calls, and on my birthday calendar today, I've got Brandon Bass having birthday and Mr. and Mrs. Tommy Doggett having anniversary. And I hope they have a nice day. And the signs are in the neck today and tomorrow, and that's all I got.
Ruby, thanks so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. I forgot to mention anything over the weekend. I had my anniversary, April 15th.
Yeah, she did mention that the other day.
28 years.
That is a
Me and
long
Karen
time.
were married.
Congratulations.
I celebrated by taking my wife to the laundry room, and she did laundry, and I cut the grass.
What a great celebration.
Hey, sometimes simple is more.
That's exactly right. Good way to put that.
We had a great day together. We just had fun, just hung out, did work around the house, and we just had a good old time. So I don't see how I put up with her for 28 years.
I don't bless her heart.
People in church said they don't see how she put up with me.
Exactly.
For
That's what I was getting at. Bless her heart.
What are y'all trying to say? I mean, really. 21 minutes after 7 o'clock, Chris Melton, we're heading up your way.
Wayne's Lunchbox can satisfy the pickiest of eaters at lunch or dinner or supper, whatever you want to call it. You can enjoy salads, sandwiches, a limited meat and veggie menu at lunchtime, and then for supper, your choice of a meat and vegetables. And Wayne's will be serving breakfast for supper the first of each month. Call on Wayne's for any catering event that you may have, offering catering service, so stop by 391 East Main Street in Spindale. Call 828-395-2225. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 until 2, for supper, 3 until 7.
And here is Chris Melton from the Chimney Rock, Bills Creek, Lake Lure area this morning. Chris, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How are y'all?
I'm doing about as good as I can.
Good morning, Chris. You sound chipper this morning.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good coffee this morning.
That's something. I love to smell coffee brewing, and I love to smell the coffee grounds, but I just don't. I can't drink it.
Yeah, I like it when I doctor it up. I put sugar and cream in it.
Well, I put so much crap in it. It's no longer coffee. It's like a milkshake or something when I get done with it. It's like a coffee-flavored milkshake.
How do you drink yours, Chris? Do you drink it black?
I put a little bit of cream in it, not a whole lot.
I know I can't. A lot of people drink it just straight black, but I can't do that for some reason.
That's what I'm working towards.
Yeah, it's better for you if you do
that.
Oh,
yeah.
Chris, anything going on up there today?
Well, yesterday we had Chimney Rock and Lake Lure had a fire alarm, and Bills Creek ran a medical call yesterday morning. And other than that, that's it on the call reports for the fire departments up this way. No announcements to report up this way, so hopefully have a good day.
Chris, I hope you do have a good day. You keep them straight up there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Try our best.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Chris Melton with the report from the Lake Lure, Bills Creek area up that way. I always call it the upper part of the county. I guess that's sort of the upper left-hand part.
I guess I just call it Lake Lure, and to me that just covers everything.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. 23 minutes after 7 o'clock. Sun's starting to come up over the mountains. It's a clear day outside today. Going to be a clear day. Sunshine expected throughout the day. I think the highs are going to get, let me see. Is that my weather report? That is not my weather report. Oh, well. We're going to say 80. How's that? Does that sound good? If it don't get 80, please don't call me and tell me it didn't get 80. It got 85. Well, I'm just guessing. Anyway, we're going to continue our caller on report. Head over to Ballstick. Speak with DeVern Upton.
Cheryl, I've been talking to Tommy and David, the outside salesmen at Henson Building Materials in Forest City. They're going to help us navigate through our remodeling project.
Well, I know they have tons of experience, so we'll be in good hands.
Good hands is right. Even professional builders shop there because they trust the quality products and service.
And did you know they have a great relationship with our community, too? Oh, they're so nice.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
Not able to get a hold of DeVern. We'll try her again in just a few moments. But I'd like to tell you about a place right downtown in Forest City. And you can't miss it. I told Tracy, I said, it's right beside the old Trier video.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people ain't going to remember that, but I do. It's Anchor Down Thrift Store. If you've not had a chance to stop by Anchor Down, you are missing out. Anything you need or want, you can find at Anchor Down. If you can't find it there, you're just out of luck.
Yeah, you're out of luck because she's got tons and tons and tons of great stuff.
I need to actually stop in there and see Tammy. Tammy has everything from glassware, dishware, antiques, home school materials, furniture, new walkers, wheelchairs, home health supplies, comforters, pocketbooks, electronics, old and new merchandise, and all clothes and shoes are only, does that say 50 cents?
50 cents. And some of the things
That's not
still.
a typo.
Nope. Still has
50 cents.
tags. She has got, it's amazing. You've got to stop in there.
Wow. Clothes and shoes are only 50 cents. So I want you to stop by Anchor Down, located downtown Forest City. They're open Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays only, 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. They have everything but the kitchen sink. But you said that, and
Yes.
she showed you a kitchen sink.
Yeah, I told Tammy, I said, well, God, you got everything but the kitchen sink. And she said, well, I do have a sink in the back.
We'd love for you to go see them soon and tell them that Tracy and Todd sent you by, and you may find you a bargain. You never know. Go in there and find you something you just absolutely can't live without. We'll check in again with Miss DeVern Upton over in the Ballstick area after you hear these words. See if we can get a hold of her and get her on the radio with us this morning.
When my business got bigger, many things changed. My lunches got shorter, more meetings arranged. My budget got bigger, but all that it meant was I cared even more about how it was spent. When I spend it on radio, I see where it goes. My investment comes back, and my business just grows. Radio helps all businesses to grow. Find out how at radioheardhere.com.
Brought to you by this radio station to remind you that radio is heard here. Radio is heard everywhere.
Where our listeners patronize our advertisers. Call our sales department today at 287-3356.
DeVern Upton must be out of pocket this morning, so we're going to check right straight in. We're just going to move areas, change over, put our cars in reverse. We're going to back up. We're going to head up Pea Ridge Road, turn off of Collins Road, hit Whitesides, back up that way, go through them little crazy S curves, hit Rock Road. Is that Rock Road? Yeah, go Rock Road, then turn left, and we're going to be in Mount Vernon. And that's where we're going to find Bobby Samuel sitting on the front porch.
I'm kind of dizzy.
Waiting for us. Well, I did a lot of driving just in a short period of time there.
They was. All that back and forth through those curves got me wore out with that Corvette motor and that S10.
I'm telling you.
It's not even 7:30 yet.
Yeah.
I drove that.
I know how my kids feel.
I drove that thing through town last night, and my son thought me and my son and his girlfriend took a ride through. We rode through Forest City. A friend of mine wanted to see the Trailblazer, and I had to go. Of course, every time I drive it, I had to go put some more gas in it. So, but my son was eating it up, boy. He said, "That guy was checking you out." I said, "Well, son, when a Trailblazer comes up and it's, rumbling, I said, they kind of get to looking and say, what in the world is that?" And
I've got to check this car out.
I had somebody in a Dodge Charger rev their little V6 up at me, and I thought, you need to take that thing home.
Well, since we've switched gears so much, I've got one.
Let's hear
I
it.
have a fun fact this morning. Y'all like German chocolate cake?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, did you know that the German chocolate cake has nothing to do with Germany? A Texan invented it and used baking chocolate named after the creator, Sam German.
Sam German.
And I thought that was very interesting because I thought it was from Germany. So.
Well,
Texas,
you would think just because of the name.
There's a guy sued Texas Pete because he found out it was made in North Carolina and not Texas.
Yeah, I heard that one too. So.
What's the difference in an alligator and a crocodile?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And one's got more teeth. I don't know.
one will see you later, and one will see you after a while.
There you go.
That's your dad joke. That's your dad joke for today.
There you go. Well, now all we got to do is get Tracy to bake us a cake, and we'll be all right. Now.
Right. You know I'm going to do that. I'm going to bake us a German chocolate cake.
All right, well, you let me know.
I will. I'll deliver you a piece personally.
Now you just bring your coffee and come on down here one morning about 7:30, and we'll just do your broadcast live from here while you're eating German chocolate cake.
I can do that.
Hey, I remember.
That won't be no problem.
I remember one time. This is years ago. We were having some plumbing issues, and Luther was over here, and he did. You remember that, Todd? He did his report from the bathroom.
From the bathroom. Called him on his cell phone. He picked up and was broadcasting
did.
from the back room in the bathroom as he was plumbing the toilet back in.
Oh my goodness.
No, good times. Something to talk about, that's for sure. Well, on the fire department side of things, though, Hudlow was quiet, and Rufton, we ended up responding to 2 medical calls. But as far as the fire departments, that's as busy as we've been, so hopefully it won't get any busier. We can keep it on the slow side, I should say. And also, just want to remind everyone about the Purple Martin Fabulous Run. That'll be this Saturday at 8 a.m., I guess, weather permitting at this point, it sounds like, but it'll be at Kiwanis Park, which is on Green Street in Ruston. And also, they'll be having a Cars and Coffee on Central Street in Ruston, and that starts at 8:30 to 11 a.m. So you want to go out and look at some different cars and talk to some of those folks and drink you some good coffee from our local coffee shop. That'll be a good day. And also, just want to wish Brian Harrell and Shanna Irvin a happy birthday today. I hope they enjoy their day and have a good day. Other than that, that's all I got.
Well, we was just looking, wasn't paying no attention to what we was doing here. Robbie, you know how we just get caught up in things, and that's how it goes. We talking off the air, figuring out what we're going to do next, and we forget we got somebody broadcasting.
I was thinking about all the ingredients I needed to get for that German chocolate cake. I'm going to go by the grocery store.
If that got you distracted, that'll be all right.
That'll be all right.
Worth it, then, right?
Oh, Robbie, we always enjoy talking to you. You've got a great personality.
See if you recognize this name. In 1918, Manfred von Richthofen shoots down his 79th and 80th victim, marking his final victories, his final kills, before he is killed the next day. Do you know who Manfred von Richthofen was?
Oh, I don't.
That was the Red Baron. Flying ace of World War I. He shot down his 79th and 80th plane on this day, and then.
I thought that was Snoopy.
Well, yeah. Then he was killed the next day, killed tomorrow.
Well, is that the same guy that has the frozen pizzas?
I think he was working on the frozen pizzas while he was in between flights there.
Had
him a little oven back at the base, working on that.
Well, I can believe it, because that's some pretty good stuff.
That's right.
I tell you what, Robbie, you bring the Red Baron pizza, and I'll bring the German chocolate cake.
All right, we can do that. I can do that.
Robbie, hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll check back in with you tomorrow.
Sounds good, and I hope you all do too.
Thanks, Robbie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Robbie Samuel with the Mount Vernon Report right there, letting us know what's happening over in Mount Vernon. On this day in 1968, British rock band Roundabout debuts in Denmark. Sound familiar? Nope, didn't to me either. After a brief tour, they changed their name to Deep Purple.
Oh.
Everybody knows who Deep Purple is. Deep Purple formed on this day, 1968. On this date, 1982, the Atlanta Braves become the first team to win the first 12 games of the season.
Wow.
So that's a record that still holds today.
Yes, that's when all the good players were on there.
Oh, yeah. That's
Love
back in the days of Dale Murphy and Bob Horner. And, I love them. Gene Garber, I think, may have been on the 82 team. Definitely remember those guys. I used to love watching Atlanta Braves baseball back in the day. 7:34. If you want some Atlanta Braves baseball, I'll be back in action tomorrow night. 6:05 airtime, 7:20 first pitch versus the Houston Astros.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush. Brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
7:34, almost 7:35, 25 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock. Somebody needs to go over and wake up Kentucky this morning. He hadn't chimed in this morning, so I have to go get him out of bed and get him roused up. Sue is roused up out of bed this morning with us. Sue, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good. Hope y'all are.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Not going to complain.
Good. Another beautiful day, looks like.
It was certainly a beautiful day yesterday.
Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, it was gorgeous. I got off work and went home and just sat and just loved on my dog. Everybody thinks their dog is the sweetest dog, but I think mine is the sweetest. Me and Mama take turns. He's so spoiled. We take turns petting him.
Oh.
I went out, sit on the porch yesterday afternoon and played with Bud Dog a little bit. Big old dog. Can't let him out of the fence. He goes crazy. Oh. He wants to run everywhere and smell everything and knock everything over, and it's an act of Congress to get him back in the fence. So, anything going on this morning?
Not that I know of. I think the fire department was quiet. I don't have a single birthday or anniversary on either one of my calendars for today. So, but we hope anybody's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day and a special day. They've got a beautiful day for it. In my announcements, the community Bible study going on at Golden Valley Church, 6 p.m. on Tuesday evenings, and they're studying the book of Revelations, Pastor Tom Elkins, and everyone's invited. And then on April 22nd, the Golden Valley Community Club is planning a fundraiser day. Hopefully, we're going to have to have it. Are they still calling for rain Saturday morning?
Looks like I just had my weather forecast right here in my hand. I don't know where it went. Did I put it back under there? Oh, I did. Yeah, there it is. So looks like Saturday, mostly cloudy with showers and isolated storms. Chance of rains, it's dropped to 30%. So
that might be safe.
Maybe it'll just be one of them pop-up showers like we're used to having this time of the year. Maybe it'll just go on and be done with it.
Well, I don't know. I guess they'll wait till probably tomorrow to decide whether to call it or not.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a fundraiser, and people have rented spaces for a yard sale outside, and I think they've had a good many planning to come for that, to do a yard sale, and then the club's going to be having sausage and liver mash biscuit breakfast from 8 to 10:30, and then a hot dog and hamburger lunch from 11 to 1:30. And that's all for donations only, and the proceeds goes to the community club. The rain date is April 29th, and I hope we don't have to use that, but it's not looking too good right now.
That's the only thing about planning something outside. You always have that little fear of bad weather coming through.
No. And on April 23rd, the Piney Mountain Boys are going to be at Dunkins Creek Church during the morning worship service. Fairview Baptist Church in beautiful Golden Valley is going to be having a singing. That's April the 30th at 6:30 p.m. The singer and songwriter Gary Peters and guest guitarist Caleb Hauser. And everyone is welcome. Refreshments will be served after the singing. So good night coming up at Fairview Baptist Church. And so far, that's the only announcement I have. It's just quiet and calm over here looking for a good day, and I hope y'all have one.
All right, Sue, hope you have one as well. Tell Richard we said hello.
Thank you, Sue.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay,
thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Sue Price with a report from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. Go out and check out Caleb Hauser. Heard he's a great guitarist, from what I understand. He'll be playing over at Fairview Baptist Church on Sunday morning there, so go out and check him out. That's Scott's.
It is his
son.
Is that this Sunday? Did she say that was
I
this
think
Sunday?
that's what she said. Yeah, the 23rd.
Okay. The 23rd. Yeah,
go check him out, and maybe you get a blessing. Yeah. We'll continue our call around report. Go to Shingle Holler after this.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
7:40 on this Thursday morning. We're looking at sunshine skies. 50 degrees outside. Tina White with us from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. Tina, good morning. How are you?
Hey from Shingle Hollow. I am doing fine this Thursday morning.
Well, you sound fabulous, girl.
Well, thank you, Tracy. I feel fabulous.
Well,
it's a good morning.
Even if you're not having a good morning, you can make a good morning, can't you?
Well, it's all about the reaction.
That's it.
You know, that reminded me of something. My wife saw a spider on the sink the other day in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And she sprayed him with hairspray. I went in there. It wasn't dead, but his hair was fabulous. See, that's a joke.
Oh, Lord, please, Tina, save us.
You'll have to laugh. It's a joke.
Todd, I never know which direction you're going, so I just have to listen and plan a reaction.
That's right. That's right. Never know. Never know.
I usually do not react well to spiders with a good hairdo or a bad hairdo.
Exactly. Me either.
Well, up here in Shingle Hollow, it is 52 degrees, so it's a little bit warmer here, but it's gonna be another beautiful day. Boy, yesterday was fabulous. Sun's shining bright. The fire department was all quiet the past 24 hours. They said they have been blessed. We have a birthday today for Miss Ashley Lovelace and a anniversary for Dean and Renita Ashley. Hope all of these have a wonderful, wonderful day. No announcements that I know of. We are just going to enjoy life in Shingle Hollow, except for there is one announcement. We have a few bear sightings going on here in Shingle Hollow. So be on the lookout and watch your small pets and stuff. I know White Drive and Painter's Gap, there's just been black bears being seen and even some cubs. So be careful.
Best thing to do is just leave them alone. Let them go on about their business. They'll be fine.
Well, I'm outside pilfering on pretty days, doing this and that, and I told my husband, I said, I don't know what I do if a bear comes up. I will probably just go in the house.
Yeah, I mean he'll more than likely see you and he'll spook him and he'll go the other way.
We have trash cans outside that we put our garbage in, and then we have one with plastics for recycles and one for aluminum cans.
Yeah.
And the aluminum can one is a big metal barrel, and it's almost full. It's been out there for a while, and something knocked those over night before last. I just don't see a reason that a dog would be out there soon, but I don't see bear crack.
Raccoons, cats, they'll do that. They'll get up on my truck all the time and pilfer through my garbage if I don't take it off in time.
Well, I like bears. I like bears, but I like them, well, people don't put them behind cages anymore, do they? They think that's... you remember we went to Cherokee when we were kids and we would feed the black bears Coca-Colas. You remember that, Tina? When they used to feed they'd give...
There may still be some black bears up in Cherokee. I know we went a couple years ago, but it's not like they were in cages.
Yeah.
I think Bob Barker put a stop to that, if I remember correctly.
I went to Cherokee one time and was looking at the bears, and like you said, he used to give them Cokes.
Yeah.
Somebody had given
You
one
gave
of these.
them Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
One of these.
That was a long time ago.
Somebody had gave this bear. They filled a Coca-Cola bottle up with gas. They gave it to the bear.
Oh gosh.
And that bear broke out of that cage and he took off running.
How terrible.
Are you telling us another story?
They found him about a mile down the road.
I know.
Yeah, he ran out of gas.
Ah, Lord. Tina, I fell for that, too.
You had my blood boiling thinking someone had given a bear gasoline.
Now, to be honest, to be fair, I got that story from another person. Dolly Parton actually told that joke on a show I was watching one time.
Dolly.
And Dolly had everybody just ready to go kill whoever give that bear that gas. And until she said that, I was sitting there like, Dolly Parton got me.
I'm glad that didn't
Todd
happen
Kaiser got me. This is what I was thinking. Our pastor last night spoke about righteous anger, and I was feeling some righteous anger, trying not to feel the unrighteous anger.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, y'all have a wonderful day. Get one on somebody else, Todd, so I don't feel alone.
Tina, I'll do that. You have a good day.
Bless you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.
Tina White with a report from Shingle Hollow Fire District. We'll move over to Brenda Kelly. Union Mills after this.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Morning, Brenda. How in the world are you?
I'm just fine. How about yourself?
Doing good. Tracy said she fell for that hook sinking liner. She got that little backwards there.
Oh, my goodness. That's something else.
If you can't laugh at yourself, or you got to laugh. That's what makes the day worth living, is laughing and having a good time and enjoy life. Life too. If you get caught up in all the news and all that going on, you'd be depressed. People sit around watching news. I don't see how they do it. They're afraid to leave the house.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Life's too short to not be happy and laughing.
Are you not worried that the world's going to end? I'm looking forward to the world ending.
If everybody is not scared, they are angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
more angry than scared.
You're exactly right. Everybody's angry.
Offended. Everybody's offended.
I don't
by
understand
It's
all
scary.
these shootings people do. Just
And Brenda, what really bothers me more than anything is how all these children, how everybody is abusing all these children and all these.
I know it.
I mean, it's awful.
It's awful, but I know they said that some girl was killed because she turned into the wrong driveway, and some young boy was shot because he knocked on the wrong door. And
her basketball goes into the wrong yard.
What is wrong with us?
That was in Gastonia. That's close to home.
I don't understand what's happened to us.
I don't either. People's just
I would
like
hate to
Jim.
know that I got mad enough at a little kid that I wanted to do him harm just because his basketball rolled into my yard.
I'm telling you that it's like Jim used to say. It's anger they leave. They need more love in their heart. But there's lots of times that people that use GPS to come up here, any of these places up in here where I live, GPS don't take them where they're supposed to go. They come to my house. Why, I don't know. And I just thought, what if I went out there and shot everybody drove up my yard because they had drove in the wrong?
Right, exactly. And you never know. I mean, of course, I know you've always got to be cautious, but you never know who is coming there because maybe they need help.
That's right.
I
You
mean,
don't know,
I don't know. It's just a crazy upside-down world.
Somebody's building a house off of the road that turns off of Camp Creek out here on out down below me and out in the woods somewhere. I ain't even seen it. I don't know. But there's lots of times that whoever's delivering whatever comes up here, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I've got the wrong address. I'm looking for such and such. I said, well, go back down, cross the creek, and take a ride.
Cross the creek.
Now, that's some directions right there.
Yes.
And take a ride and go till you can't go no more, and that's it.
Well, see, we wish everybody was like you. If everybody was like you, Brenda, I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Just, if
people
try to give everybody direction instead of...
Yeah, that's it. Instead of, and they used to be a house back there behind me in the woods. They put on Airbnb, and every time they done that, they'd come up here, and I'd say, no, you go back out, cross the creek, take a left, go to the pavement, take another left, and it's the first dirt drive on the left.
There you go.
And they'd say, well, thank you, GPS brought me up here. I said, you can't depend on GPS.
You cannot. Sometimes they take you the longer way around, too.
Poor old Siri and Alexa, they get lost around Union Mills. They don't know where they're going.
That's it. And on your German chocolate cake, you've got to have coconut, you got to have pecans, you got to have cocoa, you got to have sugar, you got to have butter. I mean, and eggs. But they're good when you get them made.
Yes, they are. But it's hard to believe that's from Texas.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I've got 46 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays, any anniversaries. I don't know of any announcements or anything. We're just quiet up here in this little part of the world, and that's good. I ain't heard of no shootings or nothing else, so that's good. And I guess you better go to Ellenburg and check on Luther Sweetbank.
I'll do it. Brenda, thanks so much. Have a good day.
Catch you later.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Brenda Kelly with that report from the Union Mills Fire District. I want you to go over to Drop-In Food Store over in Bostic. Every day, drop in to the Drop-In in Bostic. Located on the Bostic Sunshine Highway, they're just a small hometown grocery store setting with a whole lot of deals and good food. Enjoy the deli with the delicious Major Lee's chicken, and that stuff is good. I've tried it. Potato wedges are really good. The hot and fresh Hunt Brothers pizza, that's always good. Get the thin crust with everything on it. Ooh, can't beat it. Stop by the meat market over there and get those fresh cut steaks, pork chops, roast, and filet mignon. They have a produce section with all the fresh fruits and vegetables. You can get your propane for those grills filled over there. Grab a breakfast biscuit on your way to work or school. The deli is outstanding. Drop-In Food Store and so much more on the Bostic Sunshine Highway, and you can call them at 245-9053.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Watching traffic go by.
7:52. Luther Gillikin with us on the phone this morning. He's watching the traffic go by down there in Ellenboro. Luther, don't get out there and hold them up or nothing. You just let them go on about their way.
I just said on the white line, wave them as you go by.
That's right. Just wave them and say, good morning.
The chant. But it's quiet there this morning, not a whole lot going on. City Fire Department, they had 5 medical calls yesterday and last night. Less than 5:30 this morning. You got that taken care of, so they're quiet now. It's going on with them. And everything going good, but I want to remind everybody, singing coming up to be Golden Valley Crusaders, be down at Ellenburg Community Church Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Everybody's invited to come out and enjoy some good country gospel music. And see, we want to invite everybody to the big yard sale coming up first Saturday in May. That starts at 7 o'clock and run until everybody goes home. They're going to be having all kinds of stuff there. So have a set you up in your yard. If you want to set up in your yard, come on out on Depot Street or somewhere around there. Set up your wares and see what they do. They'll be having food, hot dogs, donuts, and country ham biscuits and baked corn and all that stuff. So just come on out and enjoy your time and see what you find. And nothing else going on down here. You have a great day up there. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Luther, thanks so much. Have a good day.
All right, take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Birthdays and anniversaries. If you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary today, give us a call, 287-3356. We're going to put all the names into a hat and have a drawing, and you will win a free cupcake courtesy of the Whistle Stop Bakery.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Folks, let me tell you about Granny B's. They're the headquarters for those delicious donuts. Orange Twist, Long John's, cream-filled donuts, or just a traditional glazed donut. Enjoy a delicious fresh sub sandwich, or if you don't want the bread, you can get a salad instead. For birthdays, showers, or any occasion, call on Granny B's for their delicious cakes or petit fours. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6, closed on Monday. Call them at 286-9012. That's 286-9012. Located at 322 West Main Street in Spindale. Like to say happy birthday today to Dixie Burgess, 11 years old today. Goes to Far City Dunbar. Tommy Hawkins over in Ellenboro celebrating a birthday today. Sadie Millwood, 85 years old from Ellenboro. 47th wedding anniversary for Steve and Peggy Yelton today. Also on this day, George Takei was born 1937. He's an actor. He played Sulu from the old Star Trek episodes. 1940, Ronald Munday. He was a tenor vocalist for the Marcells. They sang Blue Moon. Remember that? Jessica Lange, born on this day in 1949. She's an actress. 1951, Luther Vandross. He's a singer. 1972, Carmen Electra was born. 1976, everybody's favorite kid, Joey Lawrence. He's an actor. He was born on this day. On this day in 1862, the first pasteurization test is performed by Louis Pasteur. 1887, the world's first motor race is held. 1918, Manfred von Richthofen, the Red Baron, shoots down his 79th and 80th victims, marking his final victories. He is killed the next day. 1968, the British rock band Roundabout debuts. After a brief tour, they changed their name to Deep Purple. 1982, the Atlanta Braves become the first team to win the first 12 games of the season. This is National Cheddar Fries Day, National Lookalike Day, Get to Know Your Customers Day, National Lima Bean Respect Day, Volunteer Recognition Day, and National Pineapple Upside Down Cake Day. Celebrating a birthday also today is Pat Massengill and Ashley Searcy celebrating today, so happy birthday to those folks. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, and I hope it's not your last.
With the need for wisdom. Abraham Lincoln was impressed with the need for wisdom during America's Great Civil War. A personal friend of his once wrote, "I had been spending 3 weeks at the White House as the guest of the president. One night, it was just before the Battle of Bull Run. I was restless and could not sleep. From Lincoln's bedroom, I heard the low tones of his voice. Looking in the door that was slightly ajar, I saw a sight which I have never forgotten. The tall chief executive was kneeling before an open Bible. He did not know I could overhear his agonizing prayer as he pleaded, 'O thou great God that heard Solomon in the night when he prayed and cried for wisdom, hear me. I cannot lead these people. I cannot guide the affairs of this country without thy help. O Lord, hear me and save this nation.' God answered that prayer, and the rest is now history, for the Union was preserved." Lincoln relied on what many before him and since him also have relied on, a promise from God. The Bible says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, he should ask God who gives generously to all, and it will be given to him." Lincoln believed this promise to be true. If you need wisdom today, why not do what Lincoln did? This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living. Scripts of these programs are sold in book form by calling toll-free 1-888-333-KEYS.
That is Keys to Confident Living, heard each day right here in the mornings at WCAB, FM 100.9, AM 590. Glad to be part of your morning routine with you here at WCAB. As always, it's a pleasure being here with you this morning. Hope you join us every morning, and if you know anybody who would like to listen in, maybe have a chuckle or two with us, give them a call and tell them to tune in from 7 until 8 as we broadcast the morning show right here on WCAB. Atlanta Braves baseball is off today. Coming up tomorrow, they've got Atlanta versus the Houston Astros. 6:05 airtime for that. 7:20 first pitch for that. That'll be a 3-game series. The Game on Saturday will be 6:05 airtime, 7:20 first pitch again, and then Sunday it'll be a nice Sunday afternoon game, 12:15 airtime, 1:30 first pitch for the Atlanta Braves right here.